Well, I'm clearly not your parents. And I'm definitely not that guy trying to sell you drugs. So I figured, why not be the guy to have the realest conversation about Adderall? A lot of people ask me about it, considering, I'm in business. I seem to have so many things going on. I've got tons of focus. What is it like? What happens? What's so magic about it? And, what are the effects? I didn't start my business under the effects of the Adderall or anything like that. It was a homegrown thing, my brain by itself, maybe with a little bit of alcohol, but it's only recently I tried it. So, first of all, what is Adderall? Well, just like when I was a kid, there was, what was that one? There was something else for my friend that had, that kid in elementary school that had ADD, Ritalin. Same kind of concept. It's for those kids that can't focus. And those are the kids that seem to be the bullies or the troublemakers. I'm really making a lot of stretches there. But truthfully, there was a kid that just was never focusing in elementary school. But it's now turned into something where college students use it like a drug. Like, take a hit of cocaine or whatever. Smoke the weed and do some Ritalin or Adderall. It's not like that. What Adderall is it's actually an amphetamine, which, man, that sounds like a familiar word. Isn't there something called methamphetamine? And sure enough, they are related. And in terms of from the parent side of things, Adderall is kind of in the area of cocaine and meth. Now, it's driven me nuts that the people on meth are the scummiest, sorry if you take it, but sorry, you probably don't have a Lamborghini either. You probably don't have all your teeth either. How is methamphetamine for the people that are on the lowest level of life? Their lives suck, and then people taking Adderall are in school trying to make their lives better. I feel like the names sound so close they should mean the same thing, and they don't. I mean, you can have, this is the way science works. You have something that sounds similar. One kills you, one saves your life. That's you pharmacology students. But it really is. It's a drug that messes with your brain. And I am not a recreational drug user. I've got friends that smoke weed and all that sort of stuff. More power to you. I don't judge you. That's just not my thing. Anything that goes into my body is thoroughly researched. And I figured, although I'm not a doctor, I'm not your doctor, I figured I would tell you what I've learned. And from a neutral, honest, real, people act like this stuff doesn't happen, but a real standpoint about the pros and cons of influencing your body with Adderall. First of all, what does it feel like? Okay, well, while you're watching this video, you might be thinking, man, I need to do this with my life, or man, this guy gets me so excited, or he's so funny, I should make this. You get that inner monologue going on. If you're being on Adderall and being off of it, you don't talk to yourself at all. Anytime you're man, I need to make that phone call, the phone's in your hand. You're I'm making a phone call. You don't reason with yourself, and that's probably the most, for lack of a better term, beautiful thing about it is that you don't fuck around. You just do it. You're just I'm going to do these things. You don't sit there and kind of well, I really need to write that paper. But Facebook, I just saw a Facebook update. I'm gonna go check that out real quick. You don't do that. You're here's my path. Here's my reward. I'm on a mission. And I mean, we could talk about the whole dopamine and reward system, and the greater reward versus the immediate, I checked my Facebook status reward. That's all in the behind the scenes. But I'm not going to talk about the chemical effect per se. I'm just going to talk about the overall. It's YouTube. I only have so much time. So what it does is it creates this blood rush. Your head feels warm, around the crown of your head. And make sure you have tons of water, because for whatever reason, it makes you more thirsty. And when your body wants water, you give it water. Not soda, definitely not alcohol. Please, whatever you do, especially all of you guys in college or going to college and you have a friend that sells you Adderall, do not take that in the same day that you go out and binge drink or drink any alcohol. Promise me you won't. I'm not your parent. I'm not trying to save you from yourself, but there's some mistakes that you just shouldn't make. you just feel on your A game. Like, I feel more positive. I'm not joking. It's like, if there was like an antidepressant, it feels like like I would guess an antidepressant feels like. You're like say you had a bad day. Say a customer called and they're like, sorry, Rob, we're not interested. Thanks for the service. If you're on Adderall, you're like, that's okay. That gives me an opportunity. I'm on this path anyway. Whereas otherwise, you think about it and you obsess about why that sucks. So honestly, there's a little bit of like, you're happier. You've got a better, more positive outlook. Here are two different Adderall pills. The one on the left is the extended release pill. That's the one that goes about 7 hours at its peak and drops off. It's full of little baby pieces of Adderall that are, like time sensitive. They've got little timers on them. But really, that one's supposed to like kind of go on and off at different times. The one on the right is the immediate release. It kind of looks like a Viagra pill, different color though. But it's going to be orange, as long as it shows up in the camera orange. It's an orange pill, and it's not capsule. There's no capsule to it. And if somebody sells you, I'm being honest, guys, if somebody sells you one, it's important to know the effects because you have to plan your day around it, really, especially if it's the right dose. The extended release, take it in the morning, get the most effect out of it. But the immediate release, for the next 4 hours, you're its bitch. So take it appropriately. You also get hungry. Like, it's not like marijuana where, the weed, where you like are hungrier. You're not hungry for the first 4 hours. Like, you're not sick to your stomach. You're just like, your stomach, when you're coming down because you're all of a sudden like, man, I need some Arby's or I'm hungry. I want some food. The extended release is not like that. The extended release has kind of like its half-life or its peak at about 7 hours, which isn't a coincidence. It's within your work day, per se, your normal work day, that you kind of have good things going on all the way through the work day and you end it smoothly. The extended release gives you this like good day feeling. Like, it's like, today's one of my A game days. It's not a drug feel. I mean, I'm sure if you took tons of it, you would have the drug feel of it. But the instant release is a 4-hour roller coaster. You're up and you're down. The negative sides to it. First of all, you can take too much, and it's not like movies where you take more and you're better and better and better. When you take more, and I'm not talking about overdosing, I'm talking about more than you should. What happens is it's almost like that caffeine, like fidgety. Where caffeine, you're like, shit. No, Adderall, you're like, my fingernail's kind of jagged. I'm gonna make a new fingernail clipper. You know what? That car right there, I need to get the whole wiring. Your brain dives. It's kind of like uncontrollable, and it almost ends up being the lack of focus that you had an issue with to begin with. You literally are just diving into these things. It's like a worse roller coaster, and you get nothing done. You almost sit there and fidget more. One of the reasons I'm talking about this type of drug is because business is ADD. Business is ADHD. You can't go to, this is more medical. You can't go to the doctor, have him take some blood and go, oh, you're ADD or you're ADHD positive. The only thing like that is like AIDS. You can get HIV positive, but there's no blood test. There's no black and white answer to that. ADD, ADHD, all that crap, all those terms is more of a symptoms, more of a general category. And trust me, there are people that are clearly focus fucked. They're people who don't have a focus. They're all over the place. I am not one of those people. I'm a normal guy. I don't have too much focus, and I don't have not enough. So I'm not a person who should be medically permanently on it. But it does have a positive impact in my life, and that's kind of the point of medicine. I got it legally. My doctor prescribed it. But I haven't been to the doctor in 10 years. And when he saw me, he's like, you don't have ADD. And I did all the charts and everything like that. And he goes, well, you do have adult onset ADD. Again, not a real thing, but it's true. And there are things that you're they're natural that you're born with, and then there are things that are environment induced. You start a business, goodbye focus. It's gone. You're supposed to be doing, say you pick mowing lawns. I got a buddy who mows lawns and owns a Lamborghini. Say you pick mowing lawns for your business. Well, you're also supposed to be the guy that does the bookkeeping, and the accounting and the tax work. Those are three things that have nothing to do with being the best lawnmower in the world. But those are all part of owning a business, and they're all different. They're truly different things. So you're supposed to wear all these different hats. Business is ADD, especially really small. Like, I've got employees who can do a kick-ass job, who can do a better job at IT than I can. But I can pay them to do that. I can pay them well. When you're small, you can't afford to pay for good employees. So it's you doing all the work. And is that ADD? In that circumstance, is it? I say absolutely. You're supposed to be doing this. This is a society norm to be doing all this work, and you can't. But the human body can't do that. So it's kind of like a catch-22. Do you have ADD? Would you have ADD if you didn't have a business? No. Would you be further along in life if you didn't have a business? No. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I don't get it. That's basically the last 10 years of my life. And it's a fun thing, but it's not normal. So that's what I want to tell you about that is it's kind of like I don't know if it fully sits well with me because I don't like taking something, a pill, that makes me better. It's something that I wouldn't be better at normally. Like all the paperwork and firing out quotes and all that. I'm killer at that sort of stuff. But wait, I'm building myself up to be great at these things that I'm not good at normally. Nor do I want to be good at normally. I want to be good at making videos, which, by the way, when you are under the effects of Adderall, it is not easy to be creative. Because this video, I'm not taking it right now. This video, the whole point is to entertain you guys while I'm talking. Not just rattle off, Adderall is an amphetamine and dextroamphetamine, blah, blah. No, screw that. Nobody wants to hear that shit. That's why most people don't know much about information or much about education because it's boring. But that's what Adderall does, is you focus on just getting it done. And I think one or two of my videos in the past I've done that. And those are the videos where I don't have any of the fun side quips. I'm not light on my feet. I'm just, here's what I'm doing, and I'm going to do a damn good job. But life's not always about that. And quite frankly, I want to be good at a job or a career that I'm good at. Not me with somebody else's product made in the lab. I'm good at stuff, but I'm better at stuff when I'm at Adderall here. So I don't want to be a drug user, and you take it as you want, but I'd rather be good at something as me,